I was just looking at a news article about the Obamas going over to England to visit the Queen this year on May 24th. And I began looking at the photo in the article, and I thought, well, maybe I'll just enlarge it and maybe I'll run it through some filters. Take a few minutes, it won't matter. So I did just that. I saved it, enlarged it, ran it through filters, and I found some really odd features about this photo and some glitches, which proves all the more that the Queen and Barack and Michelle are not human. They're reptilians. I've got a negative filter on because it highlights what I'm going to be talking about. And I'll enlarge this photo. I'll put a link to the article at the end, and you can see the original photo in the news. And I'm going to enlarge this right now and show you what I'm talking about. Here's the Queen of England, enlarged just a little bit. She's very much a reptilian. If you've read any of the writings of Arizona Wilder, who was used as a high priestess in the Queen's ceremonies and the royal family's ceremonies when they shape-shifted during the sacrifice of a victim, then you'll understand and you'll be able to see very clearly what I'm talking about. In this particular photo of the three, what stands out so amazingly is the pattern of the reptilian scales. And I'll show you by enlarging just what I'm talking about. You can see in the Queen that she's a hologram, and you can see the reptilian scales coming out in different places on her face. The scale effect is very evident on her neck, near her necklace. And you can see on her face they're coming out. They're clearly seen on Michelle's neckline. There's faces also coming out on Michelle's skin. You can see the scale pattern very easily. Here's a close-up of the lizard reptilian scale pattern. The eyes are very strange. Here's a close-up of the neck showing the lizard scales. She has a large entity in the middle of her forehead. When they made this past visit, they must have been over there for some type of a sacrificial ceremony, because I'm telling you one thing, here in this photo with the Queen, their reptilian sides sure have come out. There's the entity again. It almost looks dog-like. This is her left arm as she is posing, and you can see a glitch in the hologram right up there. There's an absolutely perfect straight line, like something is overlapping something else. Here's her right arm, the other arm. You can see the reptilian scales on that arm. Also a very pronounced glitch Right up there, it's not a shadow. When you look at it, it's like a hologram imposed over something else. Here's the left arm with a glitch at the top. It's not the fabric. You can see the skin extend up. Here's the other arm, the right arm, and you can see the glitch at the top. Getting back to the queen, you can see an entity on her shoulder right there, and you can see the reptilian pattern on her skin. She's an old reptilian, and the scale patterns on her arms are very striking. Her hand is very claw-like. Here's a close-up of the scales on her arms. Here's a close-up of Obama. You can see the lizard scales coming out on him. Look at the eyes. They're not human. And look at that extremely pointed ear, pointed both on the top and on the bottom. You see the lizard pattern, scales on his cheeks, and his nose, and his bridge. Here's the scale pattern on his neck, and the extremely pointed ear.